I had to. Okay, I think we are all the way live. Hello and welcome to my graveyard. I am your host of the evening, the Cemetery Man from Salem, Mass. Always taking names of kicking candy ass live in living color here with you on Grande's Graveyard. This is your host of the evening. I'm looking for Candy Cane. I am
Yeah.
here. I am in the flesh, baby. And I am joined by one of my best horror broskies in the whole wide world, the man that I have co-hosted, was lucky enough, fortunate enough to co-host an awesome podcast with. I'm talking about the Prime Minister of Sinister. I'm talking about Don Nice. What's going on, good brother?
What's up? What's up? Nice to see you, man. Good to be back. Excited about what we're doing tonight. Been a while since I seen it, but one of my guilty pleasures.
It's been a while,
It's
dude.
been-
I am a huge goddamn fan. I put the DVD over there, but I am a huge goddamn fan of this movie. And I know since that's the blue. I got the DVD. I'm not as cool as
nice,
Don.
nice.
I got the DVD, but it is the same exact DVD to my knowledge.
Oh yeah.
I know from back in the day, me and Don did a show on Flashback Horror Movie Podcast where we did this one and Jeepers Creepers.
Yes,
And
yes.
it really does work as a double feature together,
Oh
same
yeah.
year, and both
Yes,
road horror movies with really
yes.
good acting and good looking women. So
Yes,
can't beat it,
both.
man.
Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, this is a classic road movie, man. This is one of those ones, man, I could watch this anytime, any day. If it's on TV and there's 10 minutes left, I'm watching the end. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, this is a classic. Underappreciated. Now, I will say it gets great reviews. I don't know if you saw on IMDb, it gets like a 6.6, which for a horror film is really, really good. So, but I will say it's underappreciated in the fact that nobody talks about this movie, man. Just me and you. Just
Yeah.
me and you. That's it. That's the only people I know of. So I think people need to watch this movie. Listen to our commentary. Actually, listen to the commentaries on the DVDs and the Blu-rays too, man. It's really good stuff. And I think that it needs a special edition. You and I talked about that a little bit. I'm hoping that Scream Factory or, I don't know, Vinegar Syndrome ain't going to pay for something like this. But, Arrow or somebody, I really, really hope that they do that. That'd be sweet.
Yeah, it really would be sweet. I think this movie does deserve it because, like you said, it gets the good positive reviews. I think it did fairly well in the box office. I don't think this was anywhere. I don't know if it was a smash, but it definitely was not a bomb. It was a
Oh, no.
successful. Yeah, so I know J.J. Abrams, I believe, was a producer on this. So it
Yes,
would be
yes.
very interesting for him to say because he could pretty much, if he made, put out a special edition of Phantasm,
Right?
I don't see why this couldn't get a special edition. I think that would
Maybe
be really
we
cool.
maybe we need to get some letters going to JJ and make him do something with this. Needs to be done. Needs to be
JJ, get
done.
on that Joyride special edition ASAP,
I
man. I
know
want
I
to
know
see
he's
Ed
watching right
Levine.
now.
Yeah. Oh my God, I would love JJ. If JJ Abrams watched The Graveyard, I would be.
If
I
you're
would be
out there,
appreciative.
JJ, if you're out there, call me.
We'll do the commentary for free. You can take the
That's
commentary
right.
right off YouTube.
That's right. That's right. No doubt. No
Who
doubt.
wouldn't listen to that commentary,
Yep.
man?
Yeah, like Hysteria Lives, they do their own shit. We could do our own shit.
Yeah, why not? I
That's
remember.
right.
Do you remember? This is funny. Like this is complete random memory. But do you remember when they came out with the American Gothic Scream Factory edition, and we were talking to
Oh
them
yeah.
about possibly recording a commentary for
Yeah,
that?
yeah. Good times, man. I know. Well, then, yeah, they never got back to us. I know we kind of went into a lull after that. You know what I mean? We did, what did we do? Like 57 shows or something like that? I think it was,
Wow, I think we
yeah,
did 50 something for sure. That was
yeah.
but the American Gothic, I believe, was towards the beginning because I remember I was
Uh-oh.
in school and when you texted me, you were like, "Bro, I'm talking to Scream Factory right now." I was like, "What?" And you were like,
Yeah,
"Bro, I'm trying to get us on the fucking Blu-ray." I was like, "Ah, nice, trying to get us
yeah.
on Blu-rays." That would have been so cool.
Yeah, that would have been sweet. That would have been sweet. That's another underappreciated movie, underseen movie, I think. What about you?
Really underseen, and
Yeah,
that's why I remember talking to you about it, and you were like, I appreciate you thinking of a movie like this. You
yeah,
were like,
yeah.
this is not one that everybody would fucking think of. It's a wacky film, but
It
man,
is. It
I
is.
love Rod Steiger, and I
Oh yeah.
really love Yvonne
Von
DeCarlo.
DeCarlo, yeah, yeah, absolutely. Well, I remember this box. I remember the VHS box as a kid. You know what I mean? And I remember thinking, I don't know if that's going to be scary or not. But then, I think later on in life I saw it and I was like, oh, I should have watched this earlier. You know what I mean? So it was definitely one of those ones that reminds me of my childhood. A little bit of nostalgia.
Yeah, I really like that one too. I like Michael J. Pollard. There's some
Oh yeah,
it's very over the top, but it's a fun one. I enjoy American
Yeah.
Gothic. I should pick that Blu-ray up.
Oh yeah, you don't have it? Oh yeah, I got it around here. I got it in my boxes.
Oh yeah.
So anyway.
But do tell how you've been doing, because I know it's been a while.
Yeah.
I know it's been a while since you've been on the Graveyard, man. What have you been up to? Anything new? Anything exciting?
Man, dude, I think I'm like everybody else, man. This COVID is killing me. You know, staying at home, not having a whole lot to do. I've been watching some movies. I've been going with the classics, like I told you, Little Friday the 13th, Halloween. Trying to think of what I've seen recently. I've been watching a lot of stuff. There's actually a pretty decent zombie show on Netflix. I don't know if you've heard of it, called Black Summer. Have you heard of that?
How is it?
It's not bad. It's got oh boy, I'm going to draw a blank on her name. King is her last name.
Joey King?
No. She's older. Anyway, I can't remember her name. Anyways, it's pretty good. I mean, I'm not a big zombie TV show guy. Like, I've watched the first couple seasons of Walking Dead, but then it kind of bored me. This is actually pretty good. A lot of violence, some hot chicks. So yeah, it's actually worth watching. Check it out. I also watched the first season of Ozark. Have you seen that?
I haven't. No. How's that?
Oh shit! It's pretty crazy, man. That first season's awesome. So definitely got to check that out if you get a chance. That's not horror related, but there's some pretty good violence in it, though. I'll tell you that.
That's awesome to hear.
Yeah,
I know
yeah.
Mama Grande loves that show. She's a big.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she's a big endorser of that show. She goes on and on about it. I'm just always like, I don't know. I haven't watched a series. The only one I've watched, and I actually don't even know. I don't know if we've talked about this. I've watched the new Creepshow series. Have you checked it out?
On Shudder?
It's on. I don't have Shudder. I actually
okay.
watched it on AMC.
Oh, really?
During the quarantine, they made a deal with Shudder to air them on AMC,
nice.
and that's how I started watching because I don't have Shudder.
I have not seen it. I'll be honest with you. I have Shudder, but I just haven't watched. I love Shudder for Joe Bob. That's kind of why I got Shudder.
The man.
He's got a show tomorrow night.
Oh, really? Who's he having on?
Danielle Harris, Kane Hodder, Felissa Rose. I can't remember, but yeah, it's got a pretty good cast.
That's incredible cast.
And they're showing Victor Crowley and Slumber Party Massacre.
Oh wow! So I'm sure Adam Green will be there too.
Yeah, probably. But I think everybody that he's having on was in Victor Crowley. So
okay,
all those people were in that. So, but yeah, I'm looking forward to that. That's why I got Shudder, as I love the Joe Bob shows. How about you?
Oh, I adore Joe Bob. I know he had Chris Jericho on, and they talked about blood-sucking freaks.
Yep. Yeah.
That's fucking awesome. 'Cause I know Chris Jericho, early in his career, he had this gimmick where he had this bodyguard, and the bodyguard's name was Ralphus, and that was from
Oh, really? Yeah.
Blood-sucking freaks. The little midget was named Ralphus, so it was a joke.
That's crazy.
And also Jericho loves trauma, so Mother's Day, and he actually knows his shit, like his B horror movies.
Nice.
I thought that was so cool.
I did not know that. I was going to tell you something. Oh, I lost it. Oh, did you watch? You don't have Shudder, so you haven't seen the Joe Bob shows, right?
I haven't. No, only clips.
Oh, John, he does a whole show dedicated to Cannibal Holocaust.
Really?
Yeah, and usually he does two, but it was only a one movie show. You definitely. I mean, it's only like $6, dude. Shoot, I'll give you my sign on. You can watch it.
This is how you do it, ladies and gentlemen.
But it's, I mean,
kindness.
As I was watching it, man, I was thinking about you. I was like, John would love this shit. You can watch the movie with the breaks, or you could just watch the breaks. So you don't have to watch. If you've seen the movie 1,000 times, you could, where he talks in the breaks, you could just watch that.
That's probably what I would do.
Yeah,
I adore
seen
that
it so many times. Yeah.
Yeah, I have, and I rewatched that one over the quarantine. I have it right here.
Did you?
The Grindhouse releasing that is one of the best. Not only just movies, but that special edition Blu-ray is so good, man. It's got a shit ton of features and whatnot, man. It's
the story behind that movie it's a really cool story. You know what I mean? About what they had to go through, and thinking that the people really died and all that stuff, getting arrested. It's just a cool story. Anybody who hasn't seen it should definitely check it out. Watch commentaries.
I highly recommend that Blu-ray. That's like one of my prized possessions for sure. And the movie looks fucking great in high def, which is
I don't have that release. Yeah, I don't have that release. I'd like to check it out.
I highly recommend, man. You can find it on eBay, probably the best price, or I got it at Best Buy for like $20.
Did you really? Damn.
Yeah, which was I couldn't
Wow.
believe my eyes. I
Yeah, that's pretty
bought
amazing.
that so fast, Unity. I was, click immediately. But
Right.
we do have some people in here. Aiden's here. Aiden
Hey,
had a
happy
birthday.
birthday.
Happy birthday, my friend. Sweet 16.
Yeah, I
And
saw that.
Ryan's here. Yeah, Ryan has Shutter. He's always on my case about not having Shutter.
Yeah, get on him, Ryan. Tell him. It just doesn't make any sense, John. It just doesn't make sense.
I'm one of those motherfuckers though. Like I have so many hard copies, and I'm kind of a mark for the hard copy.
I'm with you.
Oh, but for Joe Bob, I could completely see, and for Creepshow, after I saw the series, I was like, wow, like because I really liked it.
Wow. Yeah, I'll have to check it out. I didn't want to be let down. I'll be honest with you. That's why I've never watched it. You know what I mean? Because Creepshow again is very nostalgic for me. I know it is for you too. So I didn't want. But it's Nicotero, right?
It's Nicotero. Yes, Savini directs one.
Oh, really? I didn't know.
John Harrison directs like half of them, and he does a fucking phenomenal job. It really. There are some of them that feel Tales from the Dark Side. There are some of them that feel Creepshow, and then there are ones that I'm just like, wow, this is completely fucking original. So
cool.
Were there a couple bad ones? Sure, but overall, if you're a fan of Tales from the Crypt, Tales from the Dark Side, I thought it was a really, really good return to form. Like, I couldn't believe it. I thought I'd hate it. Like, I really did. And then when I watched it, I was like, fucking A, this is pretty solid, man.
Is it better than this?
Yes, it is better than Fear itself.
I thought that was all right.
But I don't know. See, somebody was saying it's better than Masters of Horror. That I don't agree with. Masters of Horror was better than.
Well, they had the money for sure too. You know what I mean? They had the money behind them,
and they have way more talent than directors share.
Right.
They had more of a budget for more episodes. I mean, Masters of Horror is one of those like perfect fucking. Both seasons are so good.
I can't believe they didn't do more. I mean, they were so good, you know, and they had such a backing that. I thought for sure they would have done more, but kind of sad.
Yeah, that's how Fear itself actually was born. That was the unofficial third season, and they censored everything. And once you censor everything on a horror show, you're fucked. So
right. I mean, you got names like Carpenter, Landis, Cohen, Hooper. I mean, it's just a horror fan's wet dream.
It really was, and that show really.
Takashi Miike, man, just fucking bananas.
I've been meaning to upgrade. I know the Stars have a Blu-ray, like you get them all on Blu-ray. I have the DVD of all the seasons, but I should definitely get an upgrade because.
Did you finally get the second season?
Yo, honestly, I ended up just buying it digitally. I couldn't.
Yeah, that's what I did too. I did the same thing. Yeah, I was mad. I was so mad that I couldn't find. Well, I mean, you could find it, but it was ridiculous prices. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was like $150 for a fucking one season, and it was not even high def.
Right. Nope, digital.
And if I go digital, the price is third.
I know. I asked you if you had Vudu or anything like that. You're like, I don't even have that. I'm like, what?
Yeah. A lot of people, they're always thinking that I'd have all these streaming services. No, because I have one streaming service, and I have Amazon Prime, and I barely,
Yeah, that's good enough.
Yeah, it is good enough. Like I don't know. I like to buy shit and random. And if I hate it, I could always sell it. I could give it away.
Right. No, you're absolutely right. You're right, for sure.
Yeah, but yeah, so I guess we can get started with this whole thing. Well, Aiden says before we do, Dario Argento directed 2 episodes of Masters of Horror. They were great. Long live Jennifer and Peltz. Those were awesome episodes.
Jennifer and Peltz. So yeah,
Peltz was with Meatloaf. That was and John Saxon, may rest in peace.
Yep. Yeah. Sad. It's kind of sad seeing some of those directors too. Hooper and Cohen. Those
even Stuart Gordon has passed.
Oh, man. Stu Gordon. Yeah, forgot about Stu Gordon. Damn. What was it? The Girl on the Stairs or something like that? Is that what it was called?
I thought he did. I know he did the one with Jeffrey Combs, The Black Cat.
Yeah, that was in the second season.
And I think he did Dreams in the Witch House.
That's it. Dreams in the Witch House. Yeah, I got it confused, but yeah, good stuff.
Those were good, man. I'm always down to watch those. Like they don't get old and they're quick. And that show was fucking revolutionary. But I'm glad that Creepshow ended up being good because I, in my wildest dreams, didn't think it was going to be half as good as it was. And honestly, I put it over. I highly recommend to you.
Cool. I'll definitely check it out then.
Fucking A. Awesome. All right. So we were going to start this commentary together. Joyride, Steve Zane, fucking the late great Paul Walker, of course, Lily Zubisky, and of course, my man Ted Levine as Rusty Nail.
All right, sweet.
All right, so I'm going to
You're
hit
ready.
play in 3, 2, 1, play.
All right.
This is so much fun, man. I'm stoked.
Anti-piracy warnings. Those are scary.
Oh, definitely. This is it's funny. This is only like the third commentary I've ever done in my life. I for some reason never I never do commentaries. I don't know why.
John, it's my first.
Really? This is your first
It
commentary?
is. It is. This is something I've been wanting to do for a long, long time, man.
This is
Little
so-
dead pit shit.
Yeah, they would they would do the drunken ones. Man.
Yeah, yeah. I got some Pepsi. I don't know if that's gonna.
I got Dew here.
Oh yeah.
I got a nice tall glass of Mountain Dew.
Good.
Cheers
to
to
go.
Joyride.
Hell yeah. So, John Dahl, are you familiar with his work?
Honestly, to God, I'm not. And I know you said you watched the commentary with him.
I did.
And
I did.
He wasn't too crazy about this film, you said.
Well, he just didn't seem excited. You know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe that's just the kind of guy he is. I don't really know a whole lot about him personally, but he, just was kind of like real bland, and it's him by himself. So you know what I mean? Maybe that's part of it too.
It's hard to carry a commentary by yourself.
Yeah, no kidding. But I guess it took him like 4 years to get this thing made.
Really?
Yeah, which is surprising. I mean, 4 years is a long time, and they're like, he's done so many movie shows, and he directed like 16 episodes of Dexter. He directed oh man, I mean, just tons of stuff. Oh, Walking Dead, that kind of stuff. But I find it pretty interesting. He started out doing videos for Kool and the Gang.
Really?
I thought that was pretty interesting. He did like 5 videos for Kool and the Gang.
That's surprising.
Yeah,
That blows
yeah.
my mind. Dexter makes sense because this
Yeah,
has a similar, like how they built tension in Dexter. It's very
Yeah.
similar to this film.
yeah. I like the credit sequence in this. It kind of reminds me of Seven a little bit. Remember the beginning of Seven?
Yeah,
Kind of
yeah.
reminded me of that. So
That
check
kind
this
of
out.
distorted
You s-
editing.
Yeah, you see on the desk, you see that car?
Yeah.
That's the car that he buys in this movie.
Holy shit.
It's a Chrysler Newport. Isn't that pretty sweet?
That is so crazy.
Isn't that weird?
You learned that from the commentary? Did you cheat?
No. Oh, no. Actually, I think somebody mentioned it on one of the pages on Facebook one time, like years
Oh,
ago.
I was going to say, I did not notice.
Yeah. And, I think this is the beginning of this movie is, it's really cool. I mean, we can all kind of, we've all been here. You know what I mean? You're talking to that girl on the phone. See, I'm old school. You know what I mean? That's what we used to do, right? You talk on the phone, with a cord, and the TV's on the wall. You know what I mean? So what you did was you got a really long cord. You'd lay on the floor or go into the next room. It kind of, reminded me of that when I was a kid, talking to a girl that I liked for, 4 or 5 hours every night on the phone. And then they'd make me get off because somebody else had to make a phone call. You know what I mean? Back in the day.
Wow.
Yeah, you're like, did you come over on the Mayflower? But we're getting our first look at Lily,
Oh,
was-
man. I love me some Lily, man.
who was what, like 17 when this movie was made, right? 17
Yeah,
or
she was
18.
fresh off of, I believe she did Eyes Wide Shut. And then she did, I think
man.
they made like a haunted house movie. I think it was called like The Glass House. or
Glass
something
House. Yes, the Glass House. I remember that. Holy.
And then this is definitely her most biggest film with her
Right.
as a big role, I guess.
Yeah, I think if people think of her, if they've seen this movie, they definitely think of this movie for sure. There he is. He's looking at that ticket, man. He's looking at that ticket. He's like,
It's wonderful.
I'm coming to get you, honey.
I would drive a long fucking way
yeah.
and battle some crazy fucking truckers to pick up that ass, man.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, man. I think that was a mistake, but
Yeah,
girls
in the
will
long
do-
run, it wasn't the greatest choice.
girls will do that to you.
Yeah, but hey,
For sure.
man, sometimes you gotta eat shit. And like
That's right. That's right. See, that car reminds me. I had a 1974 Galaxy growing up. Okay.
Oh, nice.
And it was a bench seat. You know how you got bucket seats in the front. Now it was a bench seat. Went all the way across in the front.
In the front. I've
Yeah.
heard of
So
that.
if you watch this, this has a bench seat all the way across in the front.
Yeah.
There it is,
Dude, that's so
produced.
old school retro. I've always wanted to get like an old classic car.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, man, it was a great car. It started up every time. I mean, we practically drove that son of a bitch till the wheels fell off. So
That's how you got to do it, man. I'm the
yeah,
same way like that. I need 4 fucking wheels in a seat, brother. I don't care.
that's right. I'll Fred Flintstone that shit.
Yeah, for real. I don't give a shit. I rode Reggie the Reckless to the day
Oh yeah.
fired, bro. Did I ever tell you that story?
No. I mean, I know you're a big Reggie fan. I know you're a big Reggie fan.
I was walking to class and this kid comes running behind me. He goes, "Your car's on fire." I was like, "What?"
What?
He goes, "Yeah." So I run back.
Oh,
It was Dante's
I
fucking
do remember. I do. We were doing the podcast at the time.
Yeah.
I remember that. Holy shit, man! What was it? What
It
happened?
was the hose broke and the
Oh,
engine
no.
caught fire, and
Oh.
I had a thing of Poland Spring in my trunk, and I put the fire out with Poland Spring. Still my favorite bottled water.
Many talents. Many talents.
Yeah,
Fireman.
I don't even know I have.
Oh, this is good. You ever been pulled over by the police, John?
Twice in my life. How about
Have
you?
you? Oh yeah. I mean, a few times, but not for about 17 years. Haven't
Wow.
gotten a ticket or anything. Yeah.
Well, you drive for a living, so you
I
got
know, right? That's right. Yeah, it's surprising I haven't been stopped. See the big yellow school bus pulled over by a state trooper. That'd be awesome. But I just remember thinking, as I was watching this, it's so nerve wracking, man. It's nerve wracking to get pulled over by the cops. You know what I mean? Here's my hand, sir. You know, is it okay if I get in my glove box so that I can get my insurance information?
Oh man, when I got pulled over both times, I did nothing wrong, and I acted like I
know.
was fucked up.
You just
I was
robbed the bank.
Yeah, I was like, "Here's my license," you know.
Cuff me. This is great, man.
Yeah, Steve Zahn is fantastic in this movie, and I think that you really do buy them as brothers. They like, I guess they don't look alike exactly, but I buy it for some
Yeah.
reason.
Yeah, and there's kind of a thing too. Steve Zahn he's smaller, right? You know what I mean? And Paul Walker's bigger, and he kind of has this little bit of a Napoleon complex. You know what I mean? He's real sarcastic. Later on you see him punch him in the arm. You know what I mean? It's a really cool dynamic, and it definitely works for me. We talked about this. This is definitely for me Steve Zahn's most memorable role. He does. He just nails it.
Yeah, he really does. I think all 3 of them do a wonderful job. But Steve Zahn is definitely the standout here because he is, like you said, he does have the Napoleon complex, and he really, I like his character, even though his character's flawed. He's very likable.
Yeah,
I think
that's
there's in this where he goes, "Oh, I fuck up. Sometimes people fuck up. Just think in 100 years you'll be dead. No one will care." I always like, if I do something, if I screw up something, I think of that line for some reason.
That's a line from Terminator, ain't it?
Is it?
Isn't that what Linda Hamilton said? In 100 years, it ain't going to matter, or something like that.
Oh well, yeah, probably something like that.
Yeah.
But I always thought it was just like, man, I fucked up.
Yeah,
No one will care in 100 years. I was like, yeah, I guess so.
Oh, the blinker.
Yeah. It's funny, man. I really, and I don't know why. I feel like they don't make a lot of road films anymore.
No, I mean, no, it's been a long time, man. I can't even think of the last one I've seen, to be honest with you.
I really don't know why. Like, I know we were talking, we were like, has there ever really been a really bad trucker movie? Like, I feel like they've had a pretty decent track record.
Yeah. No, you're right. I mean, dang, going back to golly Ned's Robert Blake, In Cold Blood. I mean, that was kind of a road movie.
Yeah, that's true.
Duel and all that good stuff. Yeah, I like them. I really do. I mean, if you think,
There's the one with Chuck Norris too that I can't think of the name. I was trying to cheat and look at the name. I can't think of it.
oh, I'm trying to think. I don't know.
It's a good one though.
I know there's
Going off road.
oh shit, you're a little bit ahead of me.
A little bit ahead of you.
That's no, it's all right. I was just like, they are.
Don's like, what are you looking at?
What are you smoking, man? What's in that Mountain Dew?
Have either of us seen Monster Man? That's a road trip
Oh,
movie.
that's the one with the monster truck on the cover, right? Yeah, man, I remember the cover, but I don't know if I've ever seen it.
I've never even heard of it. Is it
I think it's straight to video, obviously. Back in the day, it's been a while, but I have not seen it.
Yeah, I haven't seen it. I've never even heard of it. Recommend, Ryan?
I guess
See, it's funny. I don't even mind the soundtrack in this movie. Like it's very much of its era, but I enjoy it, man.
is it cold in there?
What's that?
Nothing. Lee, I was asking if it was cold in there. If you know what I'm saying.
Oh
Um,
man,
you got to
Nick.
consider Jeepers Creepers a road movie.
Yeah, same year as this.
Yeah.
Here's a question: which one of those two would you put over?
Like now or then?
Now, which one do you think aged better, Joyride or Jeepers Creepers?
I'm Joyride. I mean, for me, it's definitely. I mean, I like Jeepers. I mean, it's like 1A and B, but if I'm gonna sit down and I got to pick between those movies, it's Joyride. Man, I'm telling you, dude, I bet you I've seen this movie 50 times. That's how much I like it. It's such like I said, a guilty pleasure. But I love Jeepers Creepers. I don't. I'm not taking anything away from Jeepers Creepers. I just, for some reason, this really does it.
I don't think there's a wrong answer there. I think they're
Yeah.
both fucking classic, to be
Yeah.
honest. I will say that this one has aged better though. Like
You
it,
think?
even like with its stars and like Paul Walker was pretty big before he sadly passed away, and
Yeah.
Steve Zahn, you always see him popping up in things. And
Yeah. Yeah.
with Jeepers Creepers, Gina Phillips, I don't think she ever did anything again. Really.
I don't think so, which is surprising because she's still really attractive.
Gorgeous.
I mean, I know that's not everything, but it helps.
Yeah, I think she did a good job. I guess Justin
Yeah.
Long is still recognizable.
That's true. Well, yeah, I mean, for a while there, he was a pretty big star. I mean, he wasn't top notch, but he definitely was, right under the A list, I would think, for a while.
Yeah, for real. Have you ever had a CB radio?
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
I'm old school, man. Yeah, my grandfather was a CB guy. My uncles, they were all CB guys. So they taught me how to talk on a CB, breaker 19, got your ears on, come on, that kind
Oh
of thing.
my God.
What's your 1020? I like what does he say here? He's like, I can't remember what it is. We'll see it here in a second.
Yeah,
He's asked, is there a Kojak with a Kodak? That's what it calls him.
Yep.
Kojak with a Kodak. But yeah, they have all kind of different language and a spiel, Like the name of this movie when they were making it was Squelch. Did you know that? And
No.
Squelch is on a CB radio,
Really?
Yeah, it's like a knob. I don't even know what it does, but there he is. He hit him in the arm. Did you see that?
Yep.
Let me.
See, that's creative title, but it's definitely would be a hard movie to fucking advertise. Like,
Oh yeah.
well,
Right. People are like, what the hell is that?
I agree, Aiden. John Dahl did a fantastic job directing
Oh, yeah.
this movie. Tension.
Totally agree.
Once they encounter Rusty Nail, even before they encounter Rusty Nail, the tension just builds to a perfect T and pays off, I think, man.
No, I totally agree. I think again he does so much television. He did The Bridge. He did an episode of The Strain, Outlander, Californication. That kind of thing. I wish he would have directed more movies. Now I know he started off with like obviously the Kool and the Gang videos and Denise Williams, but he did like Red Rock. Oh my gosh, try to say that 5 times fast. Red Rock West, The Last Seduction, Unforgettable with Ray Liotta, and he also did the movie Rounders, which I'm a big fan of.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
I'm a huge fan of Rounders.
Yeah,
I'm a huge poker guy, so
Yeah, classic. Yeah, I like
I
that one.
forgot he did Round, and that must have been right before this.
Yep. Yeah, I think that was the movie he did right before this.
Wow, that's two classics in my opinion. Really,
Yeah.
two really good movies.
Yeah. When he gets it now, let me ask you a question. Who's going to believe that that's really a woman? You ever wonder that question?
I mean, definitely. It's. I think what's funny is though that it seems to me at least that he earnestly believes it and is earnestly heartbroken over it. And I think that's why in this movie the Rusty Nail character works better than in the sequels, there's the sympathetic factor there. You do
Yeah, you're
feel
right.
bad. This guy was, promised a date with the pink
Right.
champagne,
He thought
and
he was going to get some. Yeah, that's rough.
yeah, and that's never nice to do to somebody, especially a deranged trucker.
Right. Well, let's talk about Rusty Nail and the voice and the good old Ted Levine, man. And I'm sure I would think anybody who knows this movie knows who Ted Levine is, don't you think? Should we tell him? Nah, let's not tell him.
Yeah, definitely. This is one of his most famous, and also most horror fans are going to know Ted Levine from Silence of the Lambs.
Right. He was also in the Hills Have Eyes remake.
Yep.
So he played the dad there, but yeah, Ted Levine's awesome, and all his stuff. I think we talked about this was done in post production. So when they're
Yes.
talking on the radio, it's somebody else's voice. So
Isn't that crazy?
yeah, it is crazy.
And his voice adds so much to it. Like,
Oh, for sure.
I know they had some other people originally. I don't know if I don't know names. I don't know if Roger Jackson was a name they had thought about or anything like that. That would have been interesting. But I think Ted Levine just nailed it, man.
Yeah, he sure did. I I'm trying to think. I don't want to say. I think they had some other people who wanted to do that voice, and if I remember right, Stallone might have been one of them. Don't quote me
Could
on
you
that.
imagine that?
Oh, hey, you know what I mean?
Hey, yo, you trying to have a date with me?
Yeah, no, that would not have went over well.
Like the person gets beat up. It's like, dude, that guy fucking Rusty Nail's a boxer.
Rusty Nail is Rambo.
Was she a great big fat person?
Oh
Ted Levine
man,
is great in this film. I completely agree.
Buffalo
What are your
Bill.
thoughts on the crap sequels? I think they're exactly that, both of them.
Yeah, garbage. I own both of them, but I think I've only watched them once. If I would have watched them twice, it was just to make sure it was as bad as I thought it was the first time.
The second, it's funny. Jeepers Creepers 2 and Joyride 2 have the same lead, Nikki Acox,
Yeah,
which I think is fucking really funny. But
that is weird.
they're
Definitely
both
weird.
horror films. Like they break
Yeah.
into Rusty Nail's house.
House, yeah, that's interesting, huh? Does Rusty Nail have a house? That doesn't even make any sense. He lives in a truck, for Pete's sake.
At the end, they drive him off a cliff and he survives. And
Yeah.
holy shit, this is a bad movie. The third one I've never ever watched, and I never will.
I don't even remember it. I'll be honest with you. I don't remember anything about it.
I think Ken Kersinger plays Rusty Nail, but I've never seen it.
Oh God, I like Ken, but it just reminds me of Freddy versus Jason. How about that dude? That dude's a fucking asshole, wasn't he?
Dude, see, it's funny. Like, I always felt he deserved what he
Hell
got.
yeah, hell yeah,
And they have
And
that line. He didn't have a fucking jaw.
yeah. Well, yeah, they take him to the hospital. Damn.
I like this like red tint
Yes.
on Paul Walker in the car. That's like so. It feels 70s to me.
Yeah. Well,
Makes
John
me feel
Dahl.
like a Grindhouse film.
Yeah, John Dahl talks about that a little bit in the commentary, and he talked about how hard he wanted to do it, but it was really hard, because everything seemed washed out and all that stuff. But I think it really worked. I like it. The rain on the windows and the red. Yeah, I love it. Absolutely love it. Oh shit. Here's the idea.
It's so classic. You there, Candy?
Dude, the setup here is awesome.
It
Really,
is.
really awesome.
And it's funny how you could build tension just from a volume knob going up on a CD
Oh, yeah.
radio. But it works. It's
Yep, it
just-
absolutely
It's
works.
not easy to do stuff like that, but I think that John Dahl did a really good job with stuff like that. Like,
Yeah.
to me, the tension is almost the star of this film, because the first time I watched it, I remember being so like, oh my God, like, where is this guy?
Yeah. Oh, right. You never know where he is, but he's within range. You know what I mean? That
Yeah.
could be 2 miles. That could be 2 cars back. You know what I mean? Yeah, pretty awesome.
They're like, oh, we drove till we, lost him. And he's just like, I still see you. And I'm like,
Yeah. Oh,
what?
shit. You should get that fixed. Oh, we'll come to that later.
yes.
I don't
genius.
Well, John Dahl talked about he wanted this to be a straight horror movie, and it turned into a thriller. You know what I mean? And I'll be damned if maybe it wasn't what you were going for, but I love it, man. I think it works perfect.
Yeah, it
Perfect.
really does. And I know it definitely does work as a thriller as well, but I think I'd consider this more horror. I think
Yeah.
it's just I don't know, has a classic feel to it. I guess because these people at this time, these were up and coming stars,
Yeah.
so I can see how they could be like, oh well, it's actually a thriller, but I don't know.
Yeah. Wasn't the original Fast and the Furious made in 2001 also? I think it was the
I
same
believe
year.
so, yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
What do
Like
you think
he
of Mr. Paul Walker as an actor overall, like throughout his career?
I what I'll say this about him, he you see some guys like as a guy, you see some guys and I don't know, they're pretty boys or what, but he works. Like I think he's not intimidating but he just seems to kind of fall into the role, whatever role he's playing. He just seems to fall into, and it works. You know what I'm saying? He's very believable as a regular guy. Does that make sense?
Yeah, he
That's
is.
what I think is a positive for him. Or was a positive for him, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's such an untimely demise,
Yep.
man. And
Yep.
I will say that this is probably my favorite film with him. I think he does an awesome job.
Yeah.
I like him in this. He's very likable actor. I think like
Yeah.
is he a
That's what I
great
mean.
actor?
Yeah.
Does he have that much range?
Yeah.
Probably not. But a movie like this, just a blue collar guy looking for
Yep.
his girl with his
Right.
brother on the road, running from a trucker. I thought it was a good casting. I really do.
Yeah, yeah, no, I think, like you said, he's very believable as the everyday guy. You know what I mean? I think
Yeah,
yeah, and some guys, like I don't know, maybe Tom Cruise. You hate Tom Cruise because he's Tom Cruise. You know what I mean? He's not a guy you hate. He's very likable, like you said.
yes. How about creepy motels like this? Have you ever stayed in a motel?
Oh, dude, are you kidding me? I've walked into hotel rooms, and I mean, seen bugs and yeah, all kind of yeah. I've seen some pretty bad hotel rooms in my day. But this,
Really?
yeah, this is very. See, I'm from a really small town. You're kind of near the city, and but I'm from a small town, man. Like I've seen hotels where there's like 8 rooms. You know what I'm saying? So this kind of reminds me of the area I'm from in the country.
Really?
That big tube TV on the.
Old school clock. It's funny, man. Like I've only probably stayed in a motel once in my life, and I thought it was going to be like a scary experience, and it wasn't.
Yeah.
It wasn't luxurious or anything, but it wasn't. I guess I don't know. I guess I was expecting the people from Motel Hell to come in and make me beef jerky.
Right.
And here they use a nice green tint. Like
Yes.
the direct, like I like the use of colors. This has very good cinematography.
Yeah.
It probably pops on Blu-ray. I should probably upgrade to the blue.
Yeah. The blue looks pretty good. I don't know if it's that much of an upgrade, though. I'll be honest with you, John.
Yeah, I was gonna
Seen.
say the DVD looks fucking good. Like I
Yeah.
would swear I'm watching it in HD.
I mean, I've seen both. I own the DVD also, and I don't really notice that much of a difference, to be honest with you. But I love this, man. This is really cool. You talk about the cinematography as they pan in here, and they're on either side of the picture. When the lightning outside looks like it's coming from inside the picture, that is really cool. If you watch, are you that far yet?
I'm at they're like looking out the keyhole. Am I a little ahead of you?
No, you're a little behind.
Oh, I'm a little behind. Okay,
I skipped ahead a little bit to try to catch up to you, but I went too far.
no worries, we're good. Yeah, now they're panning into the picture. I'm where you're at.
If you watch, there's lightning outside, and it looks like it's coming from the picture, which I thought was really cool.
Oh, okay, yeah. See, I don't pick up on these things. This is why Don Ice is the prime minister.
But John Dahl talked about he wanted this to seem like it was a submarine, like they were in a submarine. You know what I mean? And they got their ears against the wall, and you know what I mean. You can hear through it.
Very interesting. Yeah, see, this is why I gotta listen to more commentaries.
Yeah. Oh, I love commentaries. He's like, well, we'll talk about it here in a minute, but Steve Zahn's fucking funny, dude.
Yeah, Steve Zahn's great, man.
What are you calling mom? He said.
This is the drama queen from Room 18. It's the little things, man.
I'm telling you, both of us are instead of talking, we're watching. And I love how you can tell it's Rusty Nail's voice, but you can't understand what he's saying.
Yes. I love it. Everything's fine until he locks the door.
Right, right. Yeah, man. This have you seen the movie Identity? It's got
Um,
John Cusack and
I am not.
it's actually a pretty good movie, man. It reminds me a little bit of this. It's raining in there at a hotel, and okay, you got to see that movie. Seriously, John, it's really good.
Is it like drama or
It's total thriller.
total thriller?
Yeah, there's a bunch of people staying at a hotel, and somebody's picking them off one by one.
Ooh,
Really, yeah, it's really good.
sounds like my cup of tea, man. I
Yeah,
gotta check.
yeah, it's definitely worth a watch. Here we go. He's like, oh shit, he's out there
Yeah.
talking to the cops. Remember, this is where he makes the noise like he thinks he heard through the wall.
Yeah.
This is so fucking funny. He's like, what kind of sounds? Can you describe those sounds? Uh,
Like that.
this seems like the kind of cop you don't want to fuck around with. You know what I mean?
Toothpick.
Got the toothpick. Anybody with a toothpick, I ain't fucking with them.
And the director does an extreme close up on his
Yeah,
face.
yeah,
I love that he's kind of a short guy. Like
Yeah.
he wouldn't be intimidating, but it's how they shoot him.
yeah.
Eric Stoltz and Eric Roberts auditioned for Rusty Nail. I can't imagine them playing that role.
Eric
Neither
Stoltz.
one of them, especially Eric Roberts, would never work.
Well, it might have worked because he probably would have been high at that time. Because he was he had to go to rehab and stuff. But the voice is everything, don't you think, John? I mean, seriously, Ted Levine's voice is the shit, man.
That's the performance. I mean, there's
Right.
no. It's all voice driven, and his voice is. He sounds like a disgruntled, deranged fucking trucker. Like
Right.
when you think that Ted Levine's voice in
Right.
this, is what I
Right.
think of.
It kind of reminds me of how Kane always talks about, not being able to talk during Jason. With Ted Levine, you can't see his body, so you know what I mean. It's hard to throw those things together. You know what I mean? And he did a bang up job.
Yeah, yeah. Yet you still have that presence.
Yes.
Of danger. You still have that presence of this is, you and me can imagine completely different things. We might
Right.
both think of this jacked up guy.
Right.
Both could be thinking of a big fat guy.
Well-
That's the beauty of it. We could be thinking completely different things, but we know after this that he
Oh, yeah.
established that this is one bad son of a bitch.
Yep. Dude, he did this to him because you wanted to.
Steve's
fuck
on
around.
selling with his eyes, bro. His eyes look like they're pop out of his head.
Ripped his jaw clean off.
Oh,
Dave, look! I think it's funny. Look, his tongue sticking out, and they wrapped a bandage inside his mouth. Did you notice that?
yes, Yes, they did.
That's so weird. Oh, here's this guy. This guy's awesome. He was a real cop.
Oh, was he?
Yeah. And now guess what? Because you sorry ass punks.
Yeah. Keep these retards in custody. This is a tough thing, right? I mean, it was a joke, but I mean they literally got somebody killed. You know what I mean? That's a big deal, man. You know what I mean? And it informs on how they are throughout the rest of the movie. You know what I'm saying? I Yeah,
mean,
it
it
really
changes
does.
Steve Zahn big time.
It
Well,
does.
well, not quite yet, but you know what I mean. I think the overall, I mean, he's still a smart ass and kind of sarcastic, but like right here, I mean, can you imagine you just got a guy killed and they just drop you back off at the hotel and you leave? You know what I mean?
I would probably lose sleep if I did something like
Right.
that.
I would have to call my mommy.
Listen, I did something wrong.
Yeah, come get me, please.
I love this banter.
Yeah, I'm dropping you off in Denver. Great.
I like that psychology. I like that they ask that question too, like they
Sure.
were talking about just before. You ordered 10 pizzas for your neighbor. Like I love that. Like
Yeah. Well, I mean, and they have both sides. You know what I mean? There's the we fucked up and got somebody killed, and then there's the it would have happened one way or another. So whatever. Pretty interesting. They talked about John Dahl didn't get in this helicopter because this is shot with helicopter.
uh-huh.
He said it got so close to that truck they just passed that he almost shit his pants. And he wasn't even in a helicopter. He said it was so close. I thought that was pretty interesting. Here we go. Anybody know Candy Cane? Uh oh. Oh shit.
Didn't know that, Aiden. Looking for candy. I'm right here.
Hey Russell. He said, "Hey Russell." He called him Russell. Aiden, are you synced up with us? Are you in the same spot we are?
I think he is.
Yeah. He said shit's about to
Said,
go down.
I love. What is your deal, Candy Russell?
Russell.
She's not interested.
Oh, what a dick. Find a damn good lawyer.
Nice guy, Paul Walker. Now, just a joke.
Excuse me. Oh shit. Oh, and he just won't do it, man. He just won't do it. I would punch him right in the teeth.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you, man?
All they had to do, I think, if they just apologize, you
Yep.
live happily ever after with Lily, man.
End of the movie, you know? Motherfucker, you're not getting anything. Ugh.
I gotta turn you counterclockwise.
Ugh. Oh, here we go.
So creepy.
You see anything? Yeah, cars and trucks.
Yeah, it's from here on that the
Yep.
tension never lets up.
Yeah. Well, and they don't even have her yet.
Yeah,
Hey, you know what I mean?
I love they're saying goodbye at one point to her other friend, and then
Yeah.
she gets him. I remember the first time I watched it, I was like, "What? This poor
What
girl?
the?
Like, where was Rusty when all that was going down?"
Right.
Russell,
Where was Russell?
Russell, where were you?
He's like, I think I saw a sign for gas in Laramie because he's almost on empty. It's 73 miles away.
Yeah,
But I think it's funny because then they just pull up on a gas station.
for real.
This gas station is like, it's not like a BP or something. You know what I mean? It's just one of them old little mom and pop shops.
Yeah, I actually have a lot of those by me, like
Yeah.
these ones. No cameras.
Yeah. Yeah, it's hard to find no cameras in a place anymore, huh?
That's exactly, yeah. It reminds me a little bit of the gas station scene in High Tension.
Oh, shit. Man, that's a movie I haven't seen in a long time. I got to revisit that.
That gas station scene is so good. It's
Yeah.
it's lit the exact same way, like that kind of like bright gray.
Yes.
It's uncomfortable.
The fluorescent lighting and
Yes. See this, and on paper, to me, this scene, it should not be scary. It
Right.
should not be tension. But it is so well done.
it is.
Him on the phone, him paying for the gas, the guy behind him. You're just like, oh my god.
He said that they shot this in California.
Yeah.
But this gas station, they had to go all the way to Utah for this
Really?
specific gas station. So he could see outside and see his brother, but yeah, you could see the door behind him where the guy,
Steve Zahn's face.
he needs some toilet paper.
Yeah. The ice truck.
Yeah, what they do to this ice truck later is fucking.
Oh, this poor fucking guy. I remember the first time I watched it, I was like, I bought it hook, line, and sinker that this was Rusty Nail.
Yeah. You expected it to be like, a chase scene, like like a Wolf's Creek or something like that.
And I'm glad it wasn't, because that would have
Yes.
been too.
Yeah. Like, damn, they got me.
Yeah, that's exactly what I say. Once he gets killed in a little bit,
Yeah.
I was like,
Well,
oh shit!
What they did too, which I thought was awesome.
You forgot your what? You forgot your.
Yeah, no. But what they did too, which I thought was great, was that's exactly what you think Rusty Nail would look like. You know what I mean? You'd think that that's the dude,
He fits the description. And
Yeah.
Keep guessing of what he would look like.
Yep.
I love his timing of walking. The sheriff, and he just doesn't. He's thinking, I'm going to get cracked over the head with his bat, bro.
The tire pressure checker.
Genius. This is so genius.
Did you see the animal trap on the window?
Yeah, I
That
do.
was weird.
Look at the knife case. Like, what? What
Yep.
gas station is that?
Dang. Michael Myers shops there.
I'll be honest. I've been to some sketchy gas stations. I've never seen knives sold at a gas station.
No, no, me neither. This reminds me of Tommy Boy. Did you get gas? Nope, only got diesel. Whoa. Was that Rusty or Russell?
Dead end.
I always wondered if that was Rusty Nail that just pulled in there.
Yeah, for all we know, it could have been.
Yeah.
I love how Rusty Nail is also able to hide his truck in a little bit. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
you never hear or see a giant Mack truck coming.
Just out of the blue.
See, that's when people say, "Oh, jump scares suck."
Yeah. Sometimes.
Bullshit. Watch that jump scare. I love that this ice trucker went through all this.
Yes. Yeah, just to give yeah.
What a good guy. And this poor motherfucker gets killed.
Hey Aiden, if I ever go into a gas station and I see knives like that, I'm probably gonna go the other way. I'll just find another gas station. Uh-oh, here we go. Damn it. Just sit there. That's a good idea. We got a gun. He's got his finger.
Yeah,
holding his finger.
I love it. How do you know my name?
Kind of looks like Nick Castle.
Trucker.
You really scared us.
Whoever this fucking guy is, James Dew Courtney.
Right.
What was that club, man?
Now that we're not murdered. They said that John Dahl said that the lights were not bright enough, so they used runway landing lights on, on the trucks. Like, dang.
Isn't it funny how much of the little things go into making a movie like that?
I know.
I would never, half the stuff you told me so far, I would never think they would even give two shits about something like that. But it's nice they did.
Yeah, oh yeah. The details matter, I guess. See the tail lights still out?
Yep.
That's crazy. Get that shit fixed.
This reminds me of upstate New York. There'll be like little gates like that. And I'm just like, what is even the point? You can easily walk or drive around
it. Yeah. I don't know. That's funny.
Like it ends like it's not even as wide as my goddamn room.
Yeah. Yeah. 5 mile range.
5 miles too close.
Yep.
Oh, here it comes. Oh shit!
That's cold. That's cold.
Yeah. Yes. That was cold, man. There goes your gate.
Bam.
Bro, could you imagine?
No. Oh, lost the hubcap. On them old back roads, that 1970 Chrysler Newport wouldn't just fall apart.
I'm pretty sure the truck wouldn't.
Yeah. Right. Calling 911 on a CB. Yeah, man, I think this movie does have, now that we've been talking about it, it's got a Jeepers Creepers feel to it. You know what I mean? Maybe it's just the the style of that year or whatever, but it really does. That's very interesting.
It's
Never,
little things they do with the score too that's similar.
yeah, I never thought about it before.
I remember when we did that episode
Hmm.
together when we talked about these two. I was like, what two movies are so similar in tone but completely different?
Right, right, yeah,
It was those two movies, and the same year that blew my mind. And two
yeah,
good-looking women and
right,
good male leads that gave their best performance.
right.
It's crazy.
It is.
But I will agree with you, man. I do think this one has aged better. I think it's a little bit more mainstream, I guess.
Yeah, yeah, I think so. Oh shit.
Oh, that horn.
Go, 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 go. Huh. The old car
You know,
won't start
you're right.
trope.
Maybe that truck before was him because it's the
Yeah.
same
Looks
color.
like it. Looks like it.
Another thing, I've seen this a bunch. I never realized that.
Yeah.
Here comes, yeah, scare the shit out of me. Dude, me too. It scares the shit out of me
Uh,
too. It's amazing what you can do with an 18-wheeler Mack truck. Holy shit.
Aiden, have you seen Duel?
Ooh, the lights are.
There it is. Ah, you should check it out. It's a little dated, but it's good. It's Spielberg.
I think it's a great movie.
Yeah.
A lot better than Sugarland Express.
Oh my God.
See, I love that he had them right there, but it's it wouldn't have like it's just a nice like this son of a bitch can get you at any time, even this early
Right.
on in the film, and that's why later it feels like it feels like they're never out of jeopardy, even
Right.
when after this they think they are like they
Right.
pick up they're like, all right, man, that was fucking crazy.
Can you believe that? Yeah.
It's oh man, it's so well done. I like that fade out too.
Yeah.
The
That old
next morning,
that old fucking
just
nerd.
for a laugh.
Damn. See, that's where it gets him. You know what I mean? He kind of
Yeah, he's
gets it.
I am a fucking idiot, basically, is what he's
Yeah.
thinking.
Yep.
That's some car trouble, Lily.
Yeah. They're trying to shine up that old Newport like it was a Mercedes. That's funny.
Yeah. This is a real in the middle of fucking nowhere, right?
Yeah. No shit, man. I wonder if that was real or they built it up. You know what I mean?
I would wonder the same thing. I would if it was real, I wouldn't assume them getting much business.
Right. Right. They got that deer head on the wall back here.
Come on, son, we gotta go get a fucking car fix in the middle of the desert.
All for some vagine.
Yeah. All right, CB's going out.
Again, they lull you into that sense of everything. See how cold it is in there? She's wearing the same shit
Oh
she
my
was the
god,
other
dude,
day.
you took the words out of my mouth. I was like, yo, you see that pepperoni?
She was such a cutie, man. But like I said, they lull you into this sense of security. Oh, it's over, and you know, but the worst is yet to come.
Those Titties will lull you into anything.
Listen, I would drive from here to Australia for that.
You said she was still looking really good, right?
Yeah, she's not bad. She's not as good as Gina though.
Yeah, Gina's fucking.
Yeah, still a good looking one. But I don't think she's done much lately.
Neither
Lily.
one of them.
Yeah, Gina. Yeah, I don't.
I think Gina's the better actress, but I definitely think Lily could have had a career. I think they both could have and should have probably had bigger careers.
Yeah. Little BMW Z3.
This chick looks like Isla Fisher.
Oh wow, good point. Yeah, freckles.
Rusty Nail is watching this going, I'm kicking up this bitch.
Yeah. Steve's on, trying to put the moves on.
Oh, I would throw the same. You'd have to.
Oh yeah.
That's so Charlotte.
Listen, did you see what she said?
Yeah.
You guys ready for an adventure or what? They're like, fuck.
They're
No,
like, yeah, we've already had quite
yeah.
adventure.
Nah, I'm good.
Nebraska. Letting Lily take the
Yeah,
wheel.
I don't see that happening after what they went through.
I would never. Well, maybe. I mean, maybe they're just like, all right, bitch. The worst is behind me. Go ahead.
Right. Oh no. Oh no. Is this the fart? No, this isn't it. I love my rig.
She really has the girl next door vibe.
Yeah, yeah, for sure, for sure. Totally works.
Have you ever seen the one where she's the star of the Glass House? I've never seen it.
I did see it when it first came out, but it was very not memorable.
Okay. I would actually like to see her as the star in something, but I've never even seen a review for it. Like I don't.
If I remember, she has to take care of her younger brother or sister, like from her parents or from her dad or something like that. Like he's abusive or gonna kill him or something like that. It's been so long, I don't remember all the deets.
Yeah. Maybe someday.
Yeah. I bet you.
Now the movie feels like American Pie. Now the movie feels like not another teen movie.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you don't even feel like this is going with what we just saw in a lot of ways. It's weird.
Sex Drive. Remember Sex Drive?
Yeah. That's a
Kinda,
perfect title for this.
Yeah, right. Yeah, no kidding.
That's the alternate title.
Yeah. Actually, what was the alternate title? Roadkill was the
I
alternate
thought you
title.
told me it was Squeech or whatever.
Squelch is what they called it when they were filming it. But
Okay.
in like UK and Australia and all that stuff, they called it Roadkill
Roadkill.
because I guess Joyride means something different over there.
Yeah, that's true.
Like if kids steal a car, they call it going on a joyride,
Yeah.
that kind of thing. You like the movie Road Games?
Oh my God,
Little
dude.
Stacy
Jamie Lee,
Keach.
Stacy Keach. I love that movie.
That's a classic.
That
They
is
just-
a classic. That's
they
an
just-
underrated one.
Yeah, they just put that out on Scream Factory.
Oh, did they?
Or
You
it's
get-
coming. It's either out already or it's coming out.
Very
Pretty.
cool.
Yeah. I have the Umbrella release. It's really good.
I'd love to revisit that. I revisited Body Bags and it has
Oh,
the Stacey Keach segment.
yeah. The hair one.
Yeah. I don't know why it cracks me up, man.
I like the first one.
The first one's the gas station one is so
Yeah.
good with oh God,
Wes Craven's in it.
yeah, who plays the killer? Oh my God,
Oh, I gotta look it up now.
I forget. I liked the girl in it too. I thought she did a really good job.
Yeah, I thought she had a sweet booty.
I really like this scene too. It shows you how that even though Steve Zahn is a stupid, character,
Yeah.
he has a good heart to him. Like, I
Yep.
really like this scene.
Oh, it was Carradine, Keith Carradine, or one
Yeah,
of the Carradines. I can't remember which one it was. Keith, Robert Carradine.
Yep. Love that.
Yeah,
See, it doesn't even have to be in this movie, but it adds
Saved him.
to his character. It makes
Yes.
him way more likable.
yep.
And they flirt a lot here.
So check this out.
Yo.
John Dahl said they filmed a sex scene between her and Steve Zahn and her and Paul Walker, but both of them got cut. Like I don't think they were going to show both, but they didn't show either. You know, it was either one or the other, but they both ended up on the cutting room floor.
That would have been fucking interesting.
Yeah, no doubt.
Because they really do hints that they're flirting,
Yes,
and they hint that they may go there, which was interesting.
but don't you think that would have totally
And I
changed
think
the
that
dynamic?
Paul Walker won't.
It totally would have.
Yeah,
changed
it
the
would have.
dynamic.
It would have been if it on a different movie.
They have to wrestle each other to see who gets to sleep with her.
I'd be winning that match.
No shit. Hit him over the head with a brick.
The pressure checker.
Yeah, right. Again, another hotel or a motel.
Another really sketchy one too.
Yeah, you say you've never stayed in a motel before?
Just once.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you have to go down to the end of the parking lot to get ice and all that?
Oh my God, I wish. No. I'm sure one day it'll happen. Like I'll be on my own, or I'll be with a buddy, or hopefully a lady, and man, you know. I'm sure,
Maybe when you pick up at a local bar.
I hope there's like a quarter like a quarter machine where I put a quarter in the bed. I hope there's. I hope it's a really grimy one.
Yeah.
Old TV, like the big giant box TV.
Do you remember TVs like that?
I still have some.
Do you really? Nice.
Yeah, I'm old school, man.
Nice. You got a VCR attached?
I got like 3 VCRs in my house. Yeah.
Nice. I have a VCR. I got a VCR. I got an HD DVD player or a Laserdisc player.
See, yeah, I never had Laserdisc or HD DVD player. I remember when that was all going on. I was like, I'm gonna wait till there's a winter before I get anything. And then once Blu-ray won in like 2008, I think 2000
Somewhere around there.
Once it took over, I was like, all right, now I'll start buying stuff. But I know HD DVDs still go for stupid money.
Yeah.
I think Death Proof is the last HD DVD they ever released.
Yep.
It goes for crazy money on the internet.
Yeah, especially if you can find one sealed.
Yeah.
I think I own like 50 of them or something like that.
50 HD DVDs.
Yeah, and I can tell you this. The Thing HD DVD looks phenomenal.
Really?
Looks phenomenal. Yeah, it looked better than the original Blu-ray release, I think.
I have to. You know, it's funny, I'm embarrassed to say I've never watched an HD DVD.
Yeah, I mean, it's very similar to Blu-ray, but I like the transfer to the HD DVD better.
Why did Blu-ray win exactly? Was it the audio? Because the audio's better?
No, the honest reason that it won was because the PS3 had Blu-ray. That's what did it. If you remember, the Xbox 360, you could buy an attachment that was an HD DVD player.
Yeah. Like almost like a multi-tap.
Yep. So, PlayStation won the Blu-ray war.
Now they're making PS5 with 4K players. So.
Yep. Actually, dude, do you have a 4K player?
I do, yeah.
Oh man, I just found one on Facebook Marketplace for $25, if you can believe that. The LG UP 870, I think it's called.
I got an LG, I think.
That's what mine are. My two are LGs.
I got it for like 170 though.
Yeah. Mine both cost over $200.
Rusty Nail calling.
Oh shit. Fuck.
Yeah, instantly from dead, like 10% away to holy shit.
Yep. And Steve Zahn's over there trying to put the moves on her. Oh.
I'm guessing that's where they must have, whatever
Yeah.
scene they shot, it would have been there.
Yep. That's what I'm thinking. Oh. Fuck.
I like, he's like, that's actually a good fucking question.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
See, if it was my brother, I don't know if I'd be that upset. If it was my best friend, I'd be upset.
So you obviously don't have a brother, right?
I don't have a brother. No, I guess maybe it's.
I don't have a brother either, so I don't know what I'm talking about.
I think I'd be happy for my brother.
Be like, yeah, but not if you. I mean, look, if it wasn't for you driving across country to get her, he wouldn't even be there. Damn,
Yeah,
that'd be rough. That'd be rough, wouldn't it?
For real.
Oh shit.
I love that. It's a pretty fucking excellent question. How the hell did Rusty Nail know the numbers?
I know, right? Right.
Phone.
Listen, watching movie with my old lady, she asks those questions all the time. I'm like, you got to have suspension of disbelief, man. Oh, look, the taillight's working.
Yeah.
Oh, they got it fixed.
That's
I forgot
true.
when they took the car, they must have got it fixed.
They took his advice.
Yeah, they're like, you ain't picking us out of a lineup anymore. Look, look, look. Oh. Look. In the... look in the what? Have you seen the Rest Stop movies?
I have the first one right here. Actually, I don't know. I have it in here somewhere, but that weird first movie on the top was Motel Hell, actually.
Oh, nice.
But yes, I have. And honestly, I saw the first one and it pissed me the fuck off. Like,
why?
I don't know. I think I expected that I was going to really like it.
Yeah.
And just about maybe 50 minutes in, I was like, what the fuck is going on in this? Like,
yeah.
And it just, I don't know. There's one I like a lot better. And it's another one where it took me a while to warm up to it. It was called Dead End with Ray Wise. And
is that where they spend all that time in the car?
Yeah, they're on like a continuous road. They can't figure their way off the road. And one by one, they're getting picked off. And that was a good movie like Rest Stop. It just went on forever, and I felt like they had no payoff. But I don't know, maybe I could revisit it. I've heard that some people say the second one's better, but I don't know.
Actually, that's funny because I just watched the second one this week, and it's you just got to see it to believe it.
Oh God, I don't know.
Yeah,
I found the original Rest Stop for $2.
Yeah,
at
I think
7-Eleven.
Oh man,
like, cool.
I think I bought it for $2. The second one for $2 because I remember seeing the first one, but the second one was just.
I love the cover art. I love the cover.
Yeah, me too. Totally slasher.
Oh, awesome stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm due for a revisit on that one. I know Nate Harboy loves it.
Where is Nate Dogg?
Nate's, I don't know. He's been kind of quiet this week. I haven't talked to him much, but I think he's doing well. I talked to him a little bit today. He was saying how he was stoked that we were doing this. Nate works nights, so.
Oh, that's right.
He'll hit me up at like 3 a.m. He's like, "What's up, man?" And I'm just like, "It's 3 a.m. Go to bed."
What do you mean? What's up? Not me.
Yeah, ever since I stopped working security hours, I'm just like, I'm 9 to 5, so I'm unconscious at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, you're doing the
message. I'm like, Nate, what are you doing?
You're doing the 9 to 5, huh?
That's what I'm doing, man.
Wow, how's that going?
It's going good. I
It's,
actually, you
it's
know,
no it's no joyride.
it's.
Haha. You see what I did there, don't you?
I see what you did there. I I like it, and actually today, weirdly enough, I got offered a raise. So
Well, shit. You said yeah, right?
I said, "Hell," was my exact words.
Nice,
It's funny,
nice.
man. That there are a lot of like professional people in offices and stuff, and like
Yeah,
I'm the furthest thing. Like I'm a hard worker.
right,
I'll never be like, "Hello," and use.
right. I know what you're saying.
I'm not an adult in the office at all. I'm a fun kid in the office. Like I'm having a good time.
Nice,
If you let it get stingent like that, man, it's
right,
just not fun.
right. No, I agree. Look, they use this same rest stop. This is the same rest stop they stopped at the beginning.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be. Oh, look at that. Gas $1.32.
You know, it's crazy. It's low like that somewhere over here now. Like I know there's
Is
one
it?
that's like 188, I
Oh
think,
man,
which is
I'd
I
take
get
that.
gas there a lot, man. 132 though. That's never seen it that low.
Um, so anybody who's paying attention, they realize that Charlotte's with him, right?
Yeah.
Oh, this is the part. This is this is the
What are some
part.
cheeseburgers? Just for a laugh. This is funny, but it's also morbid at the same time.
It
Holy shit,
is.
you gonna kill this other girl?
Right, that's the worry. Yeah.
I love how pissed Lily is. She's like, "You stupid fox." That's a lot of ass.
He's still got his boots on. Steve's on.
Gotta have traction.
Right. Never know when you're gonna need to run. Hello.
I love this too that she talks to him. That's just
Jeez. It's like they're trying to get into a fraternity. Love the tear.
me too.
Love it. Tell him, Sally.
I see. I think that scene too with the with Lily talking to him, and you know, I'm sure they found it really funny when I was standing out in the rain. And that I like that. I think I don't know. I'm a sucker for sympathetic.
Yeah. It humanizes him for
I
sure.
like that because it's
Yeah.
more scary.
Yep.
It's if it's the I'm going to blow up the building in 2 minutes, Mr. Bond, and
Right. Right.
you know it's a cartoon, you know it's a fantasy, but that he was really hurt. You know,
Right.
if
Right.
you really hurt somebody who's not mentally stable,
Right.
shit's
Right.
gonna man.
Yep.
I like stuff like that. I think that adds so much more meat to the potatoes.
It does. It does. I agree with you totally.
No, it bears repeating because it's true. John Dahl did do a great job directing it. Blows
Yeah,
my mind he made Rounders like this and Rounders. What?
right, right. Showing some range.
Yeah, for real.
But that's one of the things about this movie. When I say it's been, it's underseen. You know what I mean? I know that there's a lot of people who really like this movie, but maybe people have seen it, but no one talks about this movie.
Why do you think that is?
I think it was because at this time was the lull in horror, and I don't know, I don't know.
What do you mean by that? By the lull?
Well, I mean, there wasn't a ton of horror coming out at this time. I don't know if it was people were just interested in seeing something else, so they didn't see, they didn't make a lot of horror, or Hollywood got tired of horror. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, what else came out this year? Like Cherry Falls, but that wasn't a Cherry Falls never came out to the theaters, did it?
No, Cherry Falls was direct to DVD.
That's what I thought. That movie should have been at the theaters for sure.
Totally, yeah.
Are
Do
you a
think
fan?
do you think people were a little bit burnt out of like the movies like Scream and stuff like this at this point? Even though
Yeah.
this is not Neo at all. This is very
No.
serious. There's a laugh here and there, but it's not comedic at all. Like it's very serious film. This and
Well,
Jeepers
if you
Creepers.
look,
Yeah.
yeah, if you look at the top movies that year, you had epics like Harry Potter, the first Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings, things like that. Ocean's 11, Donnie Darko. I know you're a Darko fan, aren't you?
I love the first one, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that. Mulholland Drive did come out that year.
That's one of my favorite movies of all time.
I know you're a big Mulholland Drive fan. Legally Blonde. I don't know. Hannibal, which was an okay movie.
This is a lot better than Hannibal.
Oh yeah.
Honestly,
No.
don't like Hannibal at all.
I thought it was okay. I like the book better, but I'm a Silence of the Lambs.
I know you're definitely Team Manhunter too.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Much better than Red Dragon, but a lot of people disagree with me.
Now, here's a question. I know I've asked you about this before, and I forget what your answer was. Have you seen the alternate ending that's on the?
I have. I watched them after we talked about it that same night.
And what did you think?
I think they all could have worked. I don't know. That's a good question. I thought there was a ton of tension at the end of this movie, and I don't have a problem with this ending. I think any of the three endings could have worked. What about you? Which one did you prefer?
I like them all too. I do like them all too, and I think that this ending, like setting it up for a sequel, and that Rusty Nail
right.
outsmarted them after all, that was smart.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I did like the alternate ending. For spoiler alert for anybody who's watching, that the alternate ending is they actually do defeat and kill Rusty Nail in this crazy like shootout. I thought, granted, did it fit? No, but I thought it was like very refreshing to see the bad guy actually lose. I don't know. I'd agree with you though. I think either one works, but I do think just the change in pace, seeing the bad guy lose would have been cool. But I do like both.
I think that they probably, like John Dahl, probably would have preferred that, but the studio probably said, "We want this kind of event." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I think if it was always intended to be the sequel route, they wouldn't have shot the alternate endings.
Yeah, and more times than not, it feels like horror movies always try to have that ending.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, they did it? Not really.
Right.
And then we'll see you next time type of wink. If this makes money, we set it up here, which is always, I guess, the smart route. But
Sure.
I don't even think Joyride 2 went to a theater, if I'm,
No. I think
So,
the other two went direct to DVD. But yeah, I'm kind of with you. I think I probably would have preferred that this won't be a one-off. You know what I mean?
This never should have had a sequel. Jeepers
No, no.
Creepers definitely needed
Yeah.
sequel.
Oh, for sure. I mean, the whole premise called for a sequel.
Yeah, and the 23 days, 23 years.
Right.
That they set it up for a legend. This is just a disgruntled guy. Like, I didn't like that in the sequels they make him like a slasher character,
Right.
and that's not. This was just a man. In this movie, he was a man that was pranked and was pissed.
Right.
And in the other two movies, broke into his fucking house.
right. Right.
What?
Right.
You
They just
deserve that. Those characters had no likability and
No.
no. God,
They
I
just
hate
wanted
it.
to use the phone, John.
For real.
Have you ever seen another movie that came out this year that was a big cult hit? Was Session 9.
That's a great one.
Yeah.
Really like that movie. That's another one you talk about scary.
Yeah.
It's a scary film.
Yeah, and there's nothing really specifically scary about it, but it's scary. Is that, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
the old ghost stories, you know what I mean? From the 70s, burn offerings and things like that,
Oh my
Kinda
god, I
weird,
love
man.
Rings.
Yeah, that's a classic.
That's another one I would like to get the Blu-ray, even though I always felt the mystique and the charm of that film was how terrible it looked.
Yeah. Yeah, that I still have the DVD. Do you have the DVD?
I do, yeah.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember.
It looks like a made-for-TV film, even though I know it was
Yeah.
Dan. It's like his only theatrical film, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, that's 70s kind of had that. Certain movies of the 70s kind of had that look. And I wonder, it makes me wonder, I don't know do you know who directed it? Off
Yeah,
the top
Dan
of your head. Who was it?
Dan Curtis.
Oh, well, never mind. Well, I was
He
wondering
did
if it was
Dark Shadows and Trilogy of Terror. He did a
Yeah.
lot of good stuff.
he did Dracula, right? He did his own version of Dracula.
I don't know. Did he do his own version?
I believe so. But I was
He has-
wondering I was wondering if it was a TV guy. You know what I mean?
He did mostly TV, yeah.
Yeah. John.
Oh, very cool. I'll have to check that out. I've never seen it.
Curtis.
Dan Curtis, baby. I've
Anyways.
got Trilogy of Terror 2 on Blu-ray. So
Oh, shit. Holy shit.
I love that one. That's
Yeah.
a nostalgic one for me, too.
Yeah. Trilogy of Terror.
Both of them I like a lot.
Oh, you like 2?
I do like 2. I think
Ooh.
2 is fantastic.
Well-
the story with the mother who loses her child and she uses the black magic to reincarnate him and the kid comes back and he's fucking like a goblin. That scares the shit out of me. And I like the follow-up to the Zuni fetish doll. I liked that. Like,
Well, I have to be honest with you, I haven't seen part 2. That's
I
why I thought it was
recommend it.
interesting. Okay.
it's very similar to the original, and I do think, and the first one's really fun. It's this like it's this gold digging wife, and she kills the husband, and then they bury all the inheritance with him, and she goes down to the graves, and these rats attack her, and
Oh,
it's
shit.
all practical. It's a really fun anthology movie. I highly recommend.
Cool. I'll check it out.
I think you can watch it for free on YouTube.
Nice. I like free.
The fact that it got a special edition Blu-ray blew my mind. I was so happy when I heard that. I was like, I pre-ordered it.
Who put it out?
Pino Lorber actually.
Oh,
Michael
okay.
features for it. It's pretty cool, man. It looks really good on in high def too.
Sweet.
So this is the only real like you get quick. You can't really see anything, but of who Rusty Nail.
Right.
I like that too. Just quick, like nothing. I can't see too much of him.
Right. Right.
That was the mystique. The whole way they shot this is really good. Yeah. Saw needs to fucking die.
Yeah.
Chris Rock is rebooting Saw. Like
I
that's
saw that, dude. I saw that. I don't know.
I like the music choice here.
Yes, yes. And I love Chris Rock, but I just don't. You know what I mean? I just
I
don't
just
see
think
it.
the torture movies are dead now. Like, why
Right,
would you? I don't even. It could be any. It could be Adam Sandler. I don't care. It's not like people. When I say that, people are like, "Why do you hate Chris Rock?" I'm like, I don't. It's just. It's that era. That window is closed. Like, let the Saw movies die. It's
right,
shut and it's locked. There's
right.
no reason to try to keep opening it.
Well, I mean, I'm sure at some point those types of movies will come back. You know what I mean? I mean, I'm
I
not
just think it's
looking.
a little.
Yeah, it's been done too much, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, I agree.
we tried with Hostel too, and it didn't work. So
Right, right. I mean, I was down with Hostel One. I thought it was okay, but just the rest of that shit just became tedious. Turistas and remember that shit?
activity.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's just it really wore out its welcome a lot quicker than it.
right,
It was almost like disco. It
right, right.
was popular when it was going, and then now people are like, "Why the hell did we like that?"
Yeah. Oh no, for sure. And again, I could appreciate what Eli Roth was trying to do, and I appreciate him as a fan. You know what I mean? But I, I mean, Cabin Fever was okay. I mean, it wasn't a great movie, but then he became a caricature. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? And I liked him at first, but now if he's on a show, I'm like, oh, if he's if talking about horror, I'm like, oh fuck, man, not this motherfucker. You know what I mean? I don't
um,
know, and I hate feeling that way.
me
You know?
too, because I want to just be like, "Oh, he's a fan like us.
Right,
Why don't I put him over?" I just feel like there are sometimes you're right. Like you said it completely correct there, man. Like that's exactly what he's become. He's a caricature or character. I always botch that word.
character, yeah,
He is of himself, and like I don't know. I don't know if he entirely gets, you know, like he likes Cannibal Holocaust is his favorite film and all this stuff. And
right,
when he beat Green Inferno, I'm like, did he really get Cannibal Holocaust?
right,
Like,
right. I couldn't finish Green Inferno. Did you? Do you like it?
I hated it. Hated it
Okay,
with a passion.
yeah. I couldn't. I mean, it was another one that was like I felt like it was just drug on, and there wasn't a whole lot going on, whether it be mentally or physically in that movie.
Yeah. I will say the one who he's married to, his wife is a good looking woman.
Anna de
And
Armas.
yeah. Oh no,
No, am I wrong?
she's from Knock Knock. She's in the one where they seduce Keanu Reeves. She's
Yeah,
beautiful.
that's not who she is.
You said who? Anna de Armas, right?
Yeah, that's not her.
No, she thinks she's with Ben Affleck actually.
Oh,
Ben Affleck's a lucky motherfucker, man.
no shit. Yeah, it's Anna de Armas.
That's Eli Roth's wife. I thought it was the lead actress from Green Inferno was his wife. She has really nice eyes, like green eyes.
Uh,
I didn't
maybe
think
I'm.
Anna Roth was
Maybe
even
I,
in Inferno.
maybe I'm. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
Could
I'll
be.
find.
Could be. Oh no, it's the other chick from Knock
Yeah,
Knock. Izzo's her last name.
yep. And she's the lead in Green Inferno.
Loreno Izzo. Okay, I thought it was. I always thought it was Anna de Armas. Okay.
Hey,
Interesting.
either way,
Well, right.
either way, it's been pretty good.
I just watched another movie with her in it. We're probably killing the tension of this movie. Sorry, guys.
This finale is really well done. You tell when Steve's on, go outside.
Oh, I watched a movie called The Night Clerk with Anna de Armas.
Any good?
I really liked it a lot. It's about a hotel clerk,
Yeah.
like he's the night clerk, hence the name. And he's like autistic,
Okay.
but he's also a voyeur. And he sees some shit go down, and it involves her, and it's got John
Oh, that's
Leguizamo in it. Yeah, it's pretty good. Not too bad.
She's going to play Marilyn Monroe in the upcoming biopic for Marilyn Monroe.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
She does really exactly like her with blonde hair. If she has blonde hair, they look very similar.
She's also in the new Bond movie.
Yep. And she was in Knives Out, so her
Knives
career is
Out.
really booming.
Yeah, when you look like that, shit happens for you.
Amen to that, man.
Oh shit.
Oh, there's Rusty.
Can I say I'm not a fan of Rusty, the guy, the actor? Like, I expected something different. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I honestly don't remember seeing this much of him
Yeah.
in other watchings. I always just picture Ted Levine now,
Right.
to be honest.
Right. Well, I think it would have been better, like Jaws, if you didn't show him. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
Maybe just a hand here, a leg there, something like that. But
Thankfully, they don't overshow him. I don't think like it's not
right.
like bad, but it's definitely. I know what you mean. Like it's kind of just like, huh? Oh,
Oh shit.
he kind of looks like fucking the cover of that movie Slaughterhouse. I don't know. He looks like that.
I have that poster.
He has the same body for sure.
Yeah. Buddy.
Yeah.
Buddy has an axe. A big axe.
Driving off.
He bent that copper around his leg. Ouch.
Oh,
Can you imagine? Oh, jeez. You know, the tension was there, but they just amped it up another notch,
yeah.
up to 11.
When I initially watched this, I was like, wouldn't it be funny if they kicked down the door and accidentally killed her here? That's what I thought was going to happen for sure.
Yeah.
Oh my God. They're going to be like, hello? Police?
Boom!
That would have been so cruel to do to Lily, though.
What, tie her up in a chair?
No, kick the door down before I got him head. Jesus Christ.
This reminds me of Silence of the Lambs, where they're knocking down the door and
Yeah. And it ends up being the
yeah,
house.
yeah.
Props to Lily for getting out of that. I like to see Zahn was like, go to save her. That's cool.
You know what's funny
What?
is they just kicked in every other door.
Yeah. Slowly open this one.
Yeah,
But good tension, nevertheless.
right.
Save your brother, brother.
Jeez. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go. Just left her laying there.
Yeah, for real. Oh, they didn't even notice the truck.
Yeah. Yeah. Just in
Wow.
time. Just in time.
Superman or Paul Walker in this? Saved both of them in the nick of time.
Right. And you can't forget. Can't forget about Charlotte.
Yeah.
Look, it must be cold on set.
Oh. It feels like whoever, like, it just feels like they were like, yo, do you mind not wearing a bra?
I know. They Jennifer Anistoned her.
They really did. It's
But
shameless. They're just like,
well, and the thing too is, from what I've read, she was only 17 when she made this movie. Yeah,
that means she did Eyes Wide Shut when she was like 15. That's
Yeah.
actually crazy.
yeah. Reminds me of like Brooke Shields.
Oh
What
my,
her,
Brooke
what her
Shields-
mom signed
Brooke
off.
Shields and Jennifer Connelly both like
Oh, Jennifer.
always beautiful, man.
I watched Opportunity
Career opportunities.
Career Opportunities the other day. Yeah, Whew. She's
That
on that.
movie's almost like you're like, what the? How fucking young was she?
Yeah. Well, she's riding that penny horse, and I'm
Yeah.
like, those guys are all sitting there just looking at her.
I love it. Anyone's got a quarter, and everybody just fucking throws.
Yeah,
Charlotte
kinda-
made it out okay.
I kind of feel like
Lily's still not wearing a bra.
I don't mind this ending, but looking back at it, it's kind of a letdown. You know what I mean? They should have given us. I mean, I hate to say it, but somebody should have died. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What do you think?
All everyone's vibes.
Just yeah.
Yeah, it was the ice guy and that's why I think the alternating. I do like that it's a they kill him. Like I like
Yeah.
that it's final.
Yeah.
But this is kind of a nice little wink too, I suppose.
Yeah.
Rusty Nail on the I-80. I probably do too.
Yep.
Joyride, baby.
Good times.
Dude. Always holds up.
It does. I've watched it 2 times this week, and
Have you really?
yeah, just to kind of get ready for this and do a little bit of research. But man, I could watch it 2 times a week. I don't have a problem with
See, Don comes prepared, man.
that. Well, I like to do a little bit of research. I'd like to try to give some information people might not know.
I respect that, man. I wish all guests came. I mean, I will say my guests are usually fantastic with that stuff. Like I know some people that they'll like watch the movies a few times and they'll
Yeah.
look up trivia, and I'm just like, man, like God bless your dedication. It's nice to know that people still care.
Well, I remember for our podcast, I used to take notes. You know what
Yeah,
I mean, I would take notes on a piece of paper and have them sitting out across my desk. Just to. And then we wouldn't even talk about three-quarters of it. You know what I mean? We just go off on tangents, which is the best way to do it, if you ask me.
It is
But
because it becomes so much more natural. I think that's the best part of any good podcast is the chemistry between the people on it.
yeah,
You know, like if like I watch podcasts where people just argue about the stupid shit. We're just like, look at Lily's titties, you know. So
right. The important stuff. We don't have
nine
to
out
get
of
to the
10
important stuff.
would rather hear that, you know.
Yeah, I remember. I remember. We would have to stop because we were going for 2 hours. You know what I mean? We would have to say, "Look, we got to cut this off somewhere." We go on and on.
We
But
record early in the morning too, because my schedule, I work nights and went to
yes,
the afternoon, so that was the only time I had.
yeah,
Funny now, like working 9 to 5, every night I'm free basically.
yeah. That's nice. That's nice.
It is nice. I
What?
liked working nights, man, but honestly like 9 to 5 better.
Yeah. What are you doing?
I'm doing customer service over. It's like a 10-minute ride from my house.
Oh,
It's a
nice.
school company. Dude, they pay me good. It's
Sweet.
funny. I work in an office with like 6, like women that are older than me. Like,
Oh, nice.
and it's funny because like I always say, I'm like I have the personality of a middle-aged woman, so I fit right in with all of them. So
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Well, that's cool, man. I'm glad
Yeah.
you're doing something that you can have a regular person's life.
I
That night,
needed it.
that night
Like,
stuff's crazy.
like the Sirius XM thing.
Yeah.
It was so crazy when I got in,
Yeah.
and then man, it just chewed me up. Like I was making no money.
Right.
I didn't like. I didn't. I was getting home at like 3 o'clock in the morning, and I
Yeah.
just
Forget that, man.
I really wasn't making enough money to be honest with you,
Right.
and just it ate me alive after. Thank you so much, Aiden. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's just I had to get out of that for a while. I'm not saying I won't go back to try
Sure.
to pursue radio,
Sure.
but man, I got my head on my good head on my shoulders. I'm making good money. I got people that watch my back. It's
Well, listen,
good.
man, if they're going to pay you, it's worth it. You know what I
It
mean?
is.
If they pay you well, it's worth the time and the effort. You know what I mean? But if they're just going to squeeze every ounce of energy you got out, it's not really worth it, man.
Yeah, it's just I felt like I was being the lackey at Sirius, and I was like, how I have a degree, like how long
Right.
should I be a lackey? And it was like they basically were like, well, it's going to be years of this, and I was like, honestly, if I was a freshman in college, I'd have
Sure.
time for this.
Sure.
I was like, I just graduated. I want a job. I don't
Need
mind
some-
eating shit, but you have to compensate me if I'm
Right.
going to be commuting to
That's
New York
right.
City every day.
Yeah.
And they were like, well, we're not going to. And I was just like, well, then what
Okay.
am I really doing here? And
Right.
and you know me, I like to pay dues. I
Sure.
like the idea of it. But when you're making no profit and you're miserable, it really, I don't care what the name of the
Right.
company is.
Maybe one or the other, but not both.
Yeah, no, not man. I like where I'm at now. I'm in a really good place right now, and I love doing this on the side. I love doing the graveyard once a week on the side.
Love it. Love it. All right, brother. Well, I don't know what else you got going. You work tomorrow?
I do, yeah, Friday, but it's always Fun Socks Day, and it's casual. So
Oh, nice.
cheap Woodenhead shirt. I'll show it to you real quick before we wrap
All right.
up here.
All right. All right.
I got it laid out right here. Thought I had it laid out. Oh, here it is.
Liar. Just kidding.
Yeah, I'm tired too. I got Old Chief, baby.
Nice. That's sweet, man.
Old Chief.
Where'd you get
Bro,
that?
$50, man. I forget the name of the site, but I can send you the link.
Oh, cool. They do other stuff too, or
Yeah, they had tons of creep show stuff. They had some Halloween stuff. I forget. I wish I could remember the name of the site, but I will send you the link and it was free shipping and everything. It was like
Oh,
2
man.
days shipping, free,
dang.
$15 per. I mean, I like the design a lot.
Sweet.
So I mean, it's cool.
One thing I wanted to tell you too before we go, I forgot to tell you I watched Starman
Oh yeah,
and Someone to Watch Over Me. I just got those. I found both of those at Walmart. One's Shout Select and the other one's Scream Factory. Walmart cost me $22 total for both movies. Now I do have to say something that is probably going to upset a lot of people. Starman, way overrated. Way overrated.
I actually agree.
Way overrated.
I only really like Jeff Bridges. I don't really like the film all that much.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's the thing. Jeff Bridges in Starman was like, my 16-year-old could have done that. You know what I'm saying? He was like, I don't know. I just thought, and I've seen it before. It's not like the first time I've ever seen it, but I was like, man, this is not holding up for me at all. So anyways, I thought that was pretty interesting. But tomorrow in the mail, I got Slumber Party Massacre Steelbook coming. And Malibu Express, the old Andy Sedaris movie. Yeah,
man.
Yeah,
So
I'm
you
excited.
get yourself a pie of pizza and eat it on the dead pizza man?
Yeah, yes, no doubt. It's funny because that's what one of the movies Joe Bob's doing. So I'm looking forward to checking out the Joe Bob show. And if you remind me, I'll send you my sign in. Maybe you could check it out because it'll be on there afterwards too. It's not just live and then that's it. You can actually go back the next day and if like 24 hours later and watch it. So, but yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Looking forward to that show. So, got some horror related stuff going on. I know I missed 2 horror conventions with this stupid COVID shit going on. So I don't know when they're going to start that stuff back up, but I'm looking forward to that too. Guess what? The one that they canceled, the Horror Hound convention they canceled in Cincinnati, which is only about 2 hours away from me, was supposed to have Wilford Brimley.
Oh man, another rest in peace, man.
Yep. Remember that happened to me with Romero.
I know a lot of people.
That?
DJ was same thing with Romero. He passed away that weekend, man.
Yeah, so that's pretty sad. I was looking forward to that. I mean, he was really the whole reason I was going. I mean, they had some other cats. They had Windows and Palmer and guys like that. But yeah, that was pretty
I'd
upsetting.
love to be Windows.
Oh yeah. All those guys would be really cool. I'd get a picture with all those guys. And of course, Carpenter and Russell wasn't going to be there, but it still would have been really neat. And also, oh my God, Childs is going to be there. Childs is going to be there. Yeah. So that would have been really cool. But now I don't know. They're supposed to start it. They're supposed to do it again in March, but I don't know what's going to happen. They obviously can't get Wolford, but
yeah.
It's going
to be a while, I think, till the convention scene goes back to normal. But honestly, man, I'm just thinking health right now.
Right. Yeah, and a lot of them are older guys and stuff too now at this point, so it probably isn't a good idea for them to be out there, shaking hands and giving hugs or anything like that. So kissing babies or whatever. So, but I'm hoping.
Safer.
Right. I'm hoping to get Carpenter at some point. Have you ever met John Carpenter? I don't think you have. Right? You did meet Romero though, so one of your heroes, huh?
Yeah, it was
Toby
really
Hooper.
Cool. No.
Wes Craven.
I don't think has he ever even done a convention?
Not that I know of. But 3 of the 4 are gone now, man. So if I don't meet Carpenter, I'm gonna be bummed hardcore. He's what 75 years old, 74 years old, or something like that.
Yeah.
So who knows how much longer we're gonna have him? He seems to be doing pretty good though, right?
Yeah, I mean,
pretty healthy, traveling around doing music and all that.
And producing the new Halloween movies, making money. So I mean,
right,
living a pretty sweet life.
Yeah. So, anyways, anything else you want to talk about, brother?
No, I just wanted to say thank you so much for coming on. You're always so fun to talk to, man. I love talking with you. You have such a different way of looking at things, and I don't know. It's always refreshing to hear Don Nice, kind of psychology behind some of the way you think about stuff. And this was a fun pick. This is not something that I don't think a lot of people would think we would do a commentary for.
Yeah. We both love this movie, so yeah, it's kind of a no-brainer for us. And I hope other people listen and maybe get a little bit of the excitement we have for the movie and see it for what it is. Good clean fun from 2001.
What? See, this is why Don Nice is the best in the
world. But man, anytime you want me to come on, dude, I'll be happy to do round tables and
Candyman. I have to have you back on.
When's it coming out? I mean, I know they pushed it back, right? Or did they?
Apparently, it's still going to come out in October.
Oh,
so
really?
Right now, October. But if they move Halloween back a year, you never know.
Yeah,
so we'll stay in touch though for sure, and I would love to have you back on for that.
Awesome. I look forward to it, man.
So do I. So I want to say thank you so much, Don Nice, for coming on, the Prime Minister of Sinister. Dude, Broski's for life. For real. For real, man.
All right,
thanks to everybody that tuned in. Aiden
stuck with us the whole time.
That's
my dude.
The truest of fans, man. Aiden's great people.
Yep.
But yeah, thank you all. I really appreciate it. This will be live. This will end the live stream here, and I will be back next week. I did 2 weeks in a row of commentary, so I think we'll be back to the old format.
Shit.
So what I'm doing yet to be seen, but I will be back, and that is all for now. So, Too Sweet, peace, Cemetery Man, and Prime Minister of Sinister, out.
See
Good
you
night,
guys.
everybody.